Welcome back. I hope you all are doing extremely well. So आज का वीडियो में हम एक टेक ब्लॉग रीड करने वाले हैं, बट ये स्पेसिफिकली टेक ब्लॉग नहीं है, बट दिस इज़ द ब्लॉग फ्रॉम Zerodha CTO, and it is about how Zerodha solved uh, or created India's largest brokerage platform via very small set of people. सो मुझे हमेशा से ये फैसिनेटिंग लगता है कि जैसे व्हाट्सएप ने इतना बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया विद स्मॉल चंक ऑफ पीपल एंड दे आर स्टिल डूइंग द सेम वे. सिमिलरली फॉर ज़रोदा एज वेल, आई हैव हर्ड उनकी ज़्यादा बड़ी टीम नहीं है, कुछ सेट ऑफ पीपल ही हैं. दे आर स्टिल मैनेजिंग एंड ग्रोइंग ज़रोदा एंड ऑपरेटिंग ऑन सच लार्ज स्केल. तो आज का ब्लॉग हम इसीलिए देखने वाले हैं. मुझे बस ये इंटरेस्टिंग लगा कि हाँ, आई थॉट इट कुड बी शेयर्ड विद द पीपल. तो स्टार्ट करते हैं. तो बेसिकली ये ज़रूरत सी टी ओ मैंने सर्च किया है गूगल पे, एंड इफ़ यू सी कि इनका लिंक्डइन पेज आ रहा है, देन दिस इज़ द पर्सनल ब्लॉग पेज आई थिंक. ओके, सो लेट्स गो टू दिस. ओके, सो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा कॉन्टेक्स्ट इन्होंने अपने बारे में दिया है, तो बट हम इसको कभी और देखेंगे. बट आई एम गोइंग टू दिस पेज इन कन्वेंशनल टीम. ओके, तो ये ज़रोधा के टेक ब्लॉक के अंडर ही है, और इसका टाइटल है हेलो वर्ल्ड. नाइस. तो शुरू करते हैं. ज़रोधा, हाउ इंडियाज़ लार्जेस्ट स्टॉक ब्रोकर, बूटस्ट्रैप्ड एंड प्रोफाइल्ड, टर्न्स 10 year old दिस ईयर. ये आई थिंक ओके 2020 का है, तो दे हैव स्टार्टेड इन 2010. And Zerodha tech teams turns out 7 year old. The tech team has reimagined largely elusive over course of existence. While we have pondered start tech blog for more than half a decade, we have often found ourselves too busy building the fundamental blocks underlying a stock brokerage. We have also been stalled by sense of unpreparedness to talk to the world about our unconventional setup. But now, equipped with power and battle tested hindsight, the blog is finally here, and we hope to share what we build, how we build, and what we have learned over the years. Okay, so TLDR. So 30-member team formed over 7 years, built India's largest broker, unconventional setup. How long pending tech blog is finally here. Some backstory and context. ओके, तो आई थिंक ये बस उन्होंने समराइज़ कर दिया है कि कैसे 30 लोगों की टीम ने मिलके 7 साल के अंदर इंडिया का लार्जेस्ट ब्रोकरेज प्लेटफॉर्म तैयार किया. और हाँ, डेफिनेटली ये अनकन्वेंशनल सेटअप तो है ही, जहाँ पे हम देखते हैं कि कोई छोटे से प्रोडक्ट के लिए कितनी बड़ी बड़ी टीम कई बार लगती है, एंड दे स्टिल कुडंट डिलीवर such project. Okay, the origin. The Zerodha was founded in 2010, a small discount brokering firm in Bangalore with two brothers, lifelong traders, Nitin and Nikhil Kamath. In 2020, I was roped into the building an investment app by an old friend from school and complete happenstance. We discovered Zerodha just because their office happened to be in the same vicinity where we would hang out. By early 2013, we had stopped working on the app and had a regular gone on our separate ways after failing to get regular approvals. If it were today, we would have obtained necessary approval as regulators and exponentially moved tech savvy today than they were in 2013. I decided to stick on primarily due to the sheer astonishment at the state of the things tech in capital markets. Then the excitement of building software is untouched area. And really though, because Nitin and I got really well. I got along really well. I hadn't been a hobbyist developer hacker for over the decade at that point, but it felt like I could continue being that, building software despite being of corporate setting, something I had always been thinking spectacle about. And we did. We found a tech team in mid 2013 at that point, Zerodha had around 75 employees. Today, the tech team is 30 members strong, and the rest of company grown to 12 100 people across various departments like sales, operation, support, compliance, stockbroking. Especially in India is complex and hard gig. That's for sure. ओके, तो अभी तक यहाँ पे इन्होंने बस ये मेंशन किया है कि हाउ दे स्टार्टेड द टेक टीम इन 2013 एंड कैसे शुरुआत में 75 टोटल एम्प्लॉयज़ थे एंड 30 एम्प्लॉयज़ टेक टीम में थे और टोटल आई थिंक अभी वाइल पोस्टिंग दिस ब्लॉग 1200 लोग के आसपास हैं इन डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स. ओके, अब टेक टीम पे चलते हैं. तो द टेक टीम हैज़ टू मोबाइल डेवलपर्स, टू डिज़ाइनर, टू फ्रंट एंड डेवलपर्स, one test engineer, one DevOps engineer, and one liaison who help us keep track of communication within the other swirling departments. Rest of us, including formative members who focus on specific areas, full stack developer who do pretty much everything. There are no dedicated product or project managers and developer setups to those roles, and natural leaders emerge. Product and technology are built, maintained, and owned by small teams of 2 or 4 developers, and there are several overlaps between these macro teams. Nobody in the team has any background in finance apart from the handful of developers. Most of have no prior work experience either. Everyone has been a hacker or a hobbyist straight out from college. What college? Neither do we ask nor do we keep track of. Nice. That's a member of 30 tech team has built a scaled a complex financial plus stockbroking stack from the ground up, build a whole suite for financial software for end user and people actually appreciate in extremely complex, constant, and rapidly changing regular environment. With zero prior industry knowledge, it's quite a feat, more of an anomaly than a feat. I, however, find it natural, Pagan, that group of hackers in the right environment guide in the developer philosopher can be incredibly creative and productive, even in a place of unsubstantial and uncool. The Indian stockbroking industry that used to be norm. Okay, scale. Okay, now scale. Zerodha has become largest stockbroker in India in January 2019, trumping the stock brokerage operated by mega banks. We achieved this slowly and organically. We have never raised external funding, have zero debt, and have been profitable year on year. We do not have marketing team, have not advertised anywhere, and have let our services and product speak for themselves, building our user base, brand, and trust over the years. Today, 15 to 20% of daily retail trade and investment volumes across all Indian stock exchanges passes through our apps. We have 1 million daily active users placing millions of trades in real time across various Indian exchange, totaling over 3 billion in volumes. In early March, when Charles Schwab reported a new record of 2.7 million trade in a day, we did 7 million plus trades. Of course, the comparison on a scale of activity and not the quantum of trade. In the last financial year that just ended, we execute more than 1 million trades. Our system process hundred of thousands of requests per second during peak market hours, and we broadcast 60 million market tickets per second to hundred of thousands of concurrent users. Thanks to be careful byte by byte optimization, and the bandwidth bills are negligible. We construct and served detailed portfolio reports, breakdown visualization instantly from our Postgres notes that store hundred of billions of rows of investment records. तो भाई स्केल तो लिटरली कमाल है, और ये आई थिंक 2020 का डेटा है. अगर ये हम आज का देखें तो ये और भी ज़्यादा स्केल अचीव किया होगा. अब चलते हैं टेक स्टैक पे. Here's a quick and broad overview of our stack before we are getting into deep dive post in near future. All our performance critical high throughput service are written in Go. We have not received any unsolicited advice asking us to rewrite everything in Rust or NIM yet. Data heavy back office system where real time performance is not a bottleneck are written in Python, Django, Flask for certain web apps, bit of C++ and Java for special cases. Countless complex business, finance, account, people, processes, and back office applications are built in top of ERP Next. Thank Universe for ERP Next. UGS of web app application gave up Angular and rewrote all our applications. Flutter for iOS, Android for mobile applications gave up on native, Android, Java, Swift, and React Native and rewrote everything in Flutter. Granted, there is still one React Native app. Okay, self-managed Postgres instance with hundred of billions of rows, MySQL instances with billion of rows as owning certain dependencies. Self-managed Redis instances in high throughput hotpath. There are few pieces of software that are unbelievably automagical. Proxy and Nginx for processing, load balancing, and routing. Kafka for real-time events and organized file message bus. Self-hosted GitLab, Rundeck, RocketChat, Metabase, Parabreaker, Postal, etc. have started experiment with Kubernetes recently to make service deployment uniform, minimal AI ML for image and document recognition as an aid to operation. Sanitary Grafana Prometheus for infrared system and app monitoring. EKL for logs. uh, we are storing terabytes of searchable logs for several years is regulatory environment. Hybrid and physical racks were numerous exchange lease lines terminated plus AWS. Sometimes these lease lines go down and when the civic body in Mumbai takes up the road. Okay. So one thing I noticed, they are most of the things they were managing by themselves instead of relying on some third party provider. Okay. Next is guiding principle and philosophies. There are some broad guiding principles that had happened to work for us. Okay. So first one is neither large teams for the sake of growth nor 10x ninja developer are meaningful. What matters is the group of good developers, no matter how small, are able to work well together. सही बात है. Rigid methodology tend to fail. People, terms, requirement, environments are indefinitely different and dynamic methodology unique to an environment and team has to be modeled in the same vein as right tool for the right job. Okay, and next is tech stack should follow right tool for right job and should evolve organically. One probably does not need cluster of Kubernetes clusters or Docker at all, or an end-to-end CI/CD platform powered by AI or blockchain on day one or ever. Every choice made in adopting technologies has serious long-term amplification. Okay, keep the code stack non-fancy as simple as possible, heavy on common senses and light of the coolness. For example, avoid microservice hells or monolith monster with the right trade-off. FOSS first. FOSS really. We use and produce FOSS this year, starting of FOSS fund. Don't be afraid to self-host. We self-host the company's employee internet and HR system, supporting ticket and CRM, internal forum and chat system, financial back-offing and accounting applications, monitoring and logging infrastructure, mail services, databases, proxies, pretty much everything. Everything is role-based access control with granular permission behind OAuth and 2FA for developers, passwordless certificates-based logins, all FOSS. A tech team should run within a developer centric approach, not a business or management centric one. Okay, technical decisions. Even the ones with business implications should made be technical people. Otherwise, it comes with feature creep, plot, technical debt, or burnouts. Absolutely every decision, people, technology, operational product is a trade off. Every trade off strike a balance between right technical and business facets, developer management teams and the product and the end users. Making right trade-off is an art. Be extremely wary of technical debt. You know when to scrap and rewrite system. We have scrapped and rewritten majority of our stack, including critical trading platforms, multiple times, improving them significantly with each iteration. These are tough decisions, extremely important trade-off. Of course, no interference from non-technical management is incredible luck. Always experiments. Experiments have turned out to be major product success of us. Structured the organization and organizational process like standalone, interoperable units of well architecture system on the March of 2020 owing to the COVID-19 emergency, we were able to go fully remote overnight for all 1200 employees across all departments. There was minimum hassle thanks to how we have structured and architected whole organization workflow system and interaction like well designed modular and software system. This approach also helped us open up the organization as set of APIs, creating uh, a brokerage as a platform system, enabling several startups to enter the investment tech space by plugging into us, in turn helping kickstart a fintech fund that has now invested a dozens of startups. Building organic meaning relationship with non-tech teams within the organization. We work with non-tech teams within the organization to critique and validate product, gather feedback and data, and do a QA from finance perspective. Next, be extremely particular about quality and consistency. The extra 50 kb of JavaScript or that 100 kb of PNG on web app or that sudden 10 millisecond spike in the mean latency are not acceptable, no matter how negligible cost may be. It is a matter of principle of good engineering. It is okay to pause for a bit and to do things in better way. Good design is a paramount. Building software for humans with no consideration for human interaction and sensibility is a criminal. Keep UIs and interaction simple, typography crisp, clutter minimal, spacing calm. We keep iterating for us as long it takes to strike the right balance between aesthetic pleasing and easily usable. Nice. Consider technology cost as engineering challenge. Always optimize where possibility. Don't spend what's is not absolutely necessary. Fragility and modernization should come second nature to hackers. Not every line of code that's written going to be ingenious and innovative, and much of the work can be often tedious. That's how the real world is. In fact, every developer should accept and internalize. A developer should be dabble in everything: front end, back end, testing, QA, QC, infrastructure, DevOps, and build focus gradually and naturally. Don't be afraid to feature freeze, to be build in tech whatever. It's okay to slow down, to build it cleanly, as what we build will have serious implications in future. The time to market fevers is often overhyped and short-sighted. That has been never been an independent to us. In fact, following this approach has allowed us to build and take large number of things to the market at an incredible pace. Does the developer and tolerate even terrible mistakes? The key is the learning trail and the error, not repeating the same mistake. Not everyone is 10x hotshot ninja, and that's okay. Everybody has their own critical role to play. Be patient, let talent grow. If someone fails to respect and keep repeating same mistake, they then probably won't cut it. Fortunately, we have had a few instances of this. It is important for developers to find meaningful, to remain creative and productive. Everybody is in the team has various system that they have built, maintained, control, and are responsible for. In addition, we have an ESOPs program that increments a team members' ownership of the company as they mature and grow in their roles. ESOPs are whose values derived from actual profit. This is an addition to share of the fintech startups investment. This obviously did not become possible on day one We never took external funding. We have gotten here gradually thanks to how team and business have evolved. Our discussions are open, everyone, casual, technical, or political. Having fun is extremely important. If there is an opportunity to make things fun, irrespective of how serious the status quo of an environment is, things should be just be made fun. What matters at the end of the day is quality of work. Non-stop memes and burns a day help keep stress and tandem away. We have been playing customer Counter Strike Condition Zero LAN matches on stream on every evening without a fail for over 5 years now. Never gets old except of getting shot in head mercilessly by noobs. Our work, product failures, and even success are made of fun. Nothing is sentimentous. There's meme in everything. This helped us to cope up with the air from the downtimes we have faced in past. Streaming from elements outside our stack and control. Realize that nothing is absolute, everything is absurd. See the COVID 19 world. There are no rules of building healthy and successful team. Common sense, effort, fun, luck. Accept and appreciate luck. The countless tiny decisions and trade-offs have resulted into the successful outcome. Is the luck as much as it could? Of course, the odds are proportional to the amount of work, passion invested that we have ended in right environment. No tech versus management drive. Thanks to Nitin, that our products works. We are in the position to do what we love, earn a living, and have a fun is luck. Again, absolutely nothing is absolute. Everything is a trade-off. In all honesty, as a hobbyist developer, no prior experience working in a corporate structure or managing a team, I did not have anything to go back and except for the hacker first approach. Great luck in finding like minded hackers who can meme burn all day long while continuously learning and producing quality work. भाई मजा आ गया. Okay, what next? I'm excited to I am excited by the prospect of this blog. It has been long overdue. We are eager to use Zerodha as a case study to illustrate that it is possible not to build just good software but large enterprise unicorns with a small teams of hacker. Even the unlikeliest of industries, hopefully members of tech team will start finding time to make semi-regular appearances on this blog with their own experience and technical insights. Okay. दिस वाज गुड यार. मतलब सच में काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिल सकता है इससे. द बेस्ट पार्ट जो मुझे लगा कि दे मतलब नथिंग एब्सोल्यूट. ट्रेड ऑफ के बारे में जो चीज़ उन्होंने बोली है बार बार कि दे हैव रिटन देयर स्टैक मल्टीपल टाइम्स एंड इम्प्रूविंग विद ईच इटरेशन. सो ये लाइफ में भी आई थिंक अप्लाई होता है. यू जस्ट नीड टू लर्न विद एवरी मिस्टेक यू मेक and get a better version of yourself. So yeah, I hope you like reading this tech blog with me, and I hope you to see in my next one.